In one of our recent films, we discussed how the BRICS countries are working to create a new interbank system that will free them from SWIFT, a Western-based institution, and allow transactions without reliance on the US dollar, US policies, or sanctions. This program has received major media attention. However, according to a recent research, Western financial institutions, such as the IMF and the World Bank, are enacting policies that impede this progress. In this video, we go over the issue in detail. We begin by explaining the new financial system's ideas, capabilities, and advantages, as well as why Western institutions are opposed to it. Let's get started. During the recent BRICS conference in Kazan, Russian President Vladimir Putin emphasized a drive for a new BRICS-centered financial and economic structure that would reduce reliance on the US dollar and bypass Western financial institutions. Putin said that the current dollar-dominated system is increasingly being utilized for political purposes, undermining its legitimacy and stability. To mitigate this, BRICS leaders proposed building an alternate cross-border payment system, encouraging commerce in local currencies and protecting member states from sanctions and other external pressures. One notable initiative, mBridge, seeks to use distributed ledger technology, DLT, to facilitate cross-border transactions, minimizing reliance on established financial platforms. According to Putin, this approach might provide BRICS members with a secure and cost-effective means to organize commerce that does not involve Western institutions. This framework is expected to save billions of dollars each year by removing middleman costs. Furthermore, the BRICS group intends to establish mutual trade centers, notably for commodities such as grain and oil, to ensure fair pricing free of Western influence. What is mBridge? mBridge, or Multiple Central Bank Digital Currency Bridge, is a collaborative project established by the Bank for International Settlements BIS Innovation Hub in conjunction with numerous central banks. The project's goal is to investigate the potential of central bank digital currencies, CBECs, in improving cross-border payments by leveraging blockchain technology. mBridge aims to develop a more efficient and transparent international payment infrastructure by eliminating inefficiencies in traditional cross-border payment systems, which are frequently delayed, expensive, and dependent on intermediary institutions. mBridge's primary goals include streamlining cross-border payment processes to make them faster and more cost-effective, increasing transparency in international transactions using blockchain technology, providing a platform accessible to banks of all sizes to reduce reliance on large correspondent banks, and minimizing settlement risks associated with time lags and multiple intermediaries. The technology framework uses distributed ledger technology, DLT, notably blockchain, to enable safe and transparent transactions. The platform enables several CBDCs to work together seamlessly, allowing for direct exchanges between different national digital currencies. It also includes smart contracts, which automate the execution of contracts when predetermined conditions are met, increasing efficiency and confidence. While mBridge is not an official BRICS effort, it has several ties to the BRICS countries. China's BRICS membership demonstrates the country's desire in creating alternate cross-border payment methods. BRICS nations have shown an interest in minimizing reliance on traditional Western-dominated financial institutions, which is consistent with mBridge's goals. Other BRICS countries could join or build similar platforms, promoting deeper financial integration among members. In recent negotiations, Russian President Vladimir Putin proposed building a BRICS bridge using technology similar to mBridge to enable independent financial activities among BRICS members. This idea seeks to allow member economies to operate independently of the US-controlled financial system. BRICS countries have been studying the use of national currencies in bilateral commerce to minimize their dependency on the US currency. However, while many players advocate for more usage of national currencies, countries such as India, South Africa, and the UAE are unlikely to undermine the current dollar-centric financial system. Western authorities are getting concerned because China provided mBridge's essential technology infrastructure. A senior policymaker said that allowing China to lead such a delicate project was a mistake. Other officials emphasized the importance of ensuring that BRICS countries are allowed to lead transformations in global financial systems. To help even more, please share your views and criticism in the comments section. Your participation helps us grow. Thank you. Despite mBridge's promise to revolutionize international payments, it also raises important regulatory challenges, including ensuring adherence to international regulations, such as anti-money laundering and counterterrorism financing laws, addressing cybersecurity threats, managing the project's implications on global politics, particularly for sanctioned countries, and dealing with skepticism over China's technological leadership and potential misuse. The United States has increasingly used the dollar's dominant role in global transactions to impose international sanctions, notably after the Russia-Ukraine dispute. This has prompted other countries to seek alternatives that will protect them from U.S. dominance, despite the fact that the dollar remains the primary currency for international trade. There are fears that platforms like mBridge could be used to circumvent international sanctions, particularly by countries under U.S. sanctions, such as Russia. Agustin Carstens, the BIS general manager whose term ends in June, indicated at a group of 30 gathering in Washington, D.C., that the BIS is unable to directly support any BRICS project since it cannot operate with sanctioned countries. I'd like to be really clear about it. In an unexpected move, the Bank for International Settlements is considering canceling the Bridge project after President Putin identified its underlying technology as a way to escape sanctions and potentially challenge the U.S. dollar's dominance in global financial. According to people familiar with the confidential discussions, central bankers and finance ministers discussed this effort at recent meetings. One option on the table was to terminate the project entirely. Despite this progress, countries such as China and Russia continue to pursue similar opportunities. The mBridge claims to facilitate worldwide money transfers outside of the usual correspondent banking system, which is primarily reliant on the currency and hence vulnerable to U.S. sanctions. Instead, it creates direct digital linkages between the central banks of member countries. In January, the UAE's central bank reported the successful cross-border transfer of 50 million dirhams, or $13.6 million, in digital dirham to China via mBridge. By June, the BIS had invited commercial lenders and other monetary institutions to participate and carry out actual transactions. At the last BRICS conference in Kazan, Russia, President Vladimir Putin proposed the development of BRICS Bridge, a system based on technology similar to mBridge. He said that this would let member economies to operate independently of the U.S.-controlled financial system. Many players advocate growing the use of national currencies in bilateral commerce, while nations such as India, South Africa, and the UAE are unwilling to destabilize the current dollar-centric financial structure. The communiqué from the last BRICS summit expressed worries about the negative impact of unlawful sanctions on the global economy and called for changes of the IMF and the World Bank, but did not mention BRICS Bridge. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching the video. We sincerely thank you for joining us today. If our work resonated with you or inspired you, please consider showing your support by liking and subscribing to keep connected with our community. Your support is really valuable to us. You may watch another video from our channel, which is currently displayed on the screen.